what's up guys? Travis here with Every Single Sunday. Today we are doing something completely different from our normal dirt bike stuff. We're here in San Marcos, California at Biggs Harley Davidson, and those beautiful bikes right down there, those are brand new Harley Davidson Road Glide Specials. 114 cubic inch cruiser, bags, all sorts of cool stuff. I'm gonna put my ass on there, who's used to dirt bikes, and tell you what we think about a Harley. All right guys, so we checked out the store, we checked out the products. This place is absolutely awesome. Now we're gonna head back to the rental desk, see Kieran, and he's gonna get our bike, so let's go. All right guys, we're here at the rental desk with Kieran. He's gonna get us set up on our paperwork and give us a quick walk around on the bike. All right guys, here's our bike for the day. 2020 Harley Davidson Road Glide Special in River Rock Gray. Absolutely beautiful, gonna be so much fun. So let's go out, hit the road, and see what this thing's all about. Here she is. Let's fire this thing up and see what she's all about. Oh man, she's big. This makes the adventure bike feel tiny, and the controls are so far forward. This thing is a full-on tank. I should have asked how much it weighs. I'm guessing like 700 or 800 pounds probably. But yeah, let's get her out on the road. I like it. It sounds good. It feels good. This is a big old decent pickup for the size as well. Clutch pull's not too bad. Brakes feel nice. It's weird. It's got a full-on brake pedal instead of a regular motorcycle brake pedal. So something different for me, but a little different from the dirt bikes, that's for sure. Whoa. I feel like I'm riding a lazy boy down the road right here. It feels so weird leaning something this big through the corners. So turn signals on this bike, we got one on the left, one on the right, a little different than a dirt bike. So turn it on, you can see it flashing right up there. And I believe these bikes actually turn the turn signal off on its own as you either lean through the corner or drive through the corner. So some fancy schmancy stuff going on here. Very easy to find neutral on versus some of the KTMs and Yamaha stuff I normally ride. So yeah, we got a couple miles in under our belt now. The bike's feeling really good. I took out a Dyna, which is a smaller bike, a few weeks ago. Borrowed that from our friends over at Broken Enduro, and basically it's a smaller Harley. I don't know if you want to call it a wheelie bike or something, for the Dyna bros, I guess. The trendy bike for the little stuff. And it was awesome around town, but on the freeway it just really kicked my ass. So that kind of led from one thing to the next, got us here on the bagger, and today we're going to be kind of putting some miles down. So it's pretty cool having a full touch screen on the bike here for GPS. You got your phone, Bluetooth. In here I got my phone charging off of a USB, so that's hooked up so we can listen to music through the speakers. It's basically a two-wheeled car. It's made for cruising, made for enjoying. So we're gonna have a blast on this thing today. I'm excited to jump over here, hop on the freeway, and see what this thing can do. So just cruising around town right now, guys. The power band on this bike is really good. I mean, we can short shift it here. I think we're in 4th now. Super low RPM, under 2,000. Hit it, and the thing just pulls right through, no problem at all. So I've short shifted it. I've started in 2nd gear a couple times off, and the engine's powerful, but it's very tame and rideable, which is something I'd be looking for in a cruiser. So if you're wondering about the power on the bike, it is phenomenal. Once we get onto the open highway later, I'll open this thing up, take it up in the RPMs, and see how she pulls on the top end. But for city cruising, very easy to ride. Clutch pulls not too heavy, not too light. You could probably do one of those new Recluse slave cylinders for it to lighten it up a little bit, which would be nice. But yeah, super rideable, super easy. A little bit awkward just due to the weight, slow speed maneuvering when you're pulling through parking lots. But over time, I'm sure it's something I'll get used to. But coming off a 300-pound dirt bike, 220-pound dirt bike actually, up to this thing at 600 or 800 pounds, whatever it is. I'll drop it in right here so you guys can see what it is. And a little bit of a different feel right there. Big bike, top heavy wheelbase, but very, very cool, comfortable, calm and collected on the roads right here. We can just cruise this thing all damn day and enjoy life with it. Turning on this bike is really nice. I mean, you hardly have to move the bars. You just kind of shift your hips a little bit, and you can just like see how nice it dips right here. You can kind of bob and weave a little bit on it. And it actually feels really light and really nimble underneath you, kind of lively, but at the same time tracks nice and straight, very smooth. Alright guys, we are done up here on the peak. We're going to head down, get some lunch, and then I'm going to break off on my own. So a little local favorite spot down here, Nessie Burgers off the Highway 76 and the 15 freeway. So we're going to head over there with Matt, chow down on some awesome burgers, and then get out and do some more riding. So cruising in 6th gear right now, about 75-80 miles an hour. Didn't downshift to pass any cars, just twisted. Tons of torque out of this 114 Milwaukee engine, and she just screams. Quick little pull up, a little over 100 right here, just check stability. Awesome. Woo, this place is rocking today. There's a lot of people here. Pulling up to the one and only Nessie Burger here. Got these bins here, you keep your wallet in here, your mask, extra camera gear. Pretty nice to have some storage on the bike. Got our phone in here charging, plus playing music through those badass speakers. Over here for our video. Alright guys, we got lunch down, and now it is time to go put some miles on this bike, and we are going to head up to Palomar Mountain. Nice cruise out there, see what this bike does through some corners, and some high-speed sweepers, and just some beautiful spots to ride. So let's hit it. She is just a big cruiser. It's comfy. This bike is built to go across country on. If you're looking for something to commute on, if you gotta ride from Temecula to San Diego, wherever, half hour, whatever you do every day for your daily commute, something like this is absolutely amazing, especially if you live in like Southern California where we have great weather year-round. So we are currently just cruising down Highway 76 right now towards Palomar Mountain. This is Paula Road, just past the casino a little bit ago. And we're cruising about 60-70 miles an hour. And the bike is just super comfortable, well-mannered, easy to ride, and just enjoyable is the word. I've never been on a bike that is just comfortable and cruises like this, dips in and out of the corners, and it's just confidence inspiring. So I'm really, really enjoying this bike, and I want one. I really do. Never thought I'd say I want a Harley, but I do. So one of the weird things down here, instead of having pegs on a Harley, you have these floorboards, and I keep having my foot on the back of them. I don't know if it's because I feel confident or more comfortable having my foot wrapped around the corner of it, or if it's because I'm used to having my pegs towards a more rearward position. But every time I get my feet back where they're supposed to go, I feel like I got my legs up on a recliner, and it's kind of nice for this. starting to trust this bike more and more. I don't want to come to these corners too hot. Not sure how far it can lean over before the pipes or the floorboards touch the ground. I used to ride Palomar all the time on my supermotos and my sport bikes, and there was always guys on the Harleys trying to push them, and they'd low side and then the bike would catch, and high side, and oh man, this thing is awesome. I could definitely get used to this. This thing reminds me like a Cadillac CTS-V. It's luxury, it's nice, but it's got some power, it handles well. Woo! There it is. Turn off for Palomar Mountain. Blinker on. I'm not trying to be an outlaw today. Yeah, I used to come up here all the time back in the day, 2007, 2009, whatever. Supermotos, my race supermoto bike that wasn't even plated, my CBR 600. We used to come up and just shred the bottom half of this hill to the first main turnout. Bam. Get the navigation up here in just a second for you guys. And we're gonna run up Palomar here and go have some fun on this awesome bike before we take it back. I'm digging this thing. Never thought I'd love a Harley like this, but it's actually great. How low can we get this thing? I'm scared. Don't want to crash this bike. The transitions from side to side are so fast for a bike this size. I would not expect this thing to dip in the way it does. Yeah! Well, here we are, side of Palomar Mountain. 15 years later, 13 years later from when I used to be out here every week shredding this on sport bikes and supermotos, enjoying life. And here we are on the bike that I made fun of for years, enjoying myself so much. So once again, big thanks to Biggs Harley Davidson in San Marcos, California, just north of San Diego. They do rentals, they do sales, all sorts of cool stuff. They hooked us up with this bike for the day, and it has been an absolute pleasure. I've never ridden a big Harley like this, and I'm really enjoying myself. We got out, we hit some twisties today, going up Palomar here. You guys saw that in the video. We hopped on the freeway, had it up to like 110 miles an hour or whatever. That was a private road, by the way, so don't flip out thinking I'm out racing around on public roads, because that's not the case. And so the only thing we didn't get to do today was take the girlfriend out on the back of the bike, which is something I really want to do. So maybe we'll work with the guys at Biggs in the future, and we'll take the bike out and we'll go do a little mini vacation video. It's nice having the storage on here. I was able to stick my drone in the back. I was able to stick my camera gear, spare batteries, water bottle, all the stuff that I normally carry on my person on my dirt bike or my adventure bike fit right back here, and I was there when I needed it. As far as riding this thing, the engine is absolutely phenomenal. It makes a good amount of power. It's not lightning fast, but it's more than you need. And if you do want to do more than that, you can get so many cool parts from Bike Bandit to make the bike even faster. Yeah, pretty freaking cool, I know. You got GPS on here, so you got your map system. It actually works really good, gets you where you need to go. You got your Bluetooth, so you can get these speakers rocking, or you can use what I use, my Senna on my helmet that I got from Bike Bandit as well. And that's linked to my phone, which goes in this case right here. It's charged all the time. There's other cigarette lighter right here, a power adapter. There's just everything you need on this. And the more I play around with the electronics, the more I like them. Cruise control features and just other neat things like that. So as a whole, I love this bike. It's a little out of my price range right now. I just bought a brand new Tenere 700 and a KTM 790 this year, so I'm kind of tapped out on bikes, and a 300 XCW, all 2020s or 2021s in the garage. So yeah, no more bikes right now, but maybe next year I will pick up one of these. This is the Road Glide Special. They started making these in 2019. The Special comes all with blacked out engine. It comes with a little bit bigger engine. It's 114 cc, or sorry, CI, cubic inches, versus 107, I believe, on the standard Road Glide. So good power, that Milwaukee 114, I like it. And yeah, this is an awesome bike, and I really recommend you guys try one out if you've never ridden one. So yeah, check out Biggs Harley Davidson right there in San Marcos, California. They'll get you your rental bike, they'll get you a bike sold if you want to pick one up. Bunch of good guys at the shop, super nice to work with, and I really appreciate what they did for us. Beyond that, let's get out. We're going to go ride a little bit more for the day, hit the twisties up Palomar here one time, maybe go to the beach, seeing what time it is, and yeah, just keep enjoying life and letting those wheels keep on turning. So let's get it. All right, guys, this is one of my favorite roads here in Southern California. It's not very long. It's a tiny little private road, so I changed the GPS so you couldn't see the name. But I figured we go haul about up this thing once or twice and take advantage of them closing it off for us. There might be a couple of our other stunt drivers out on the road right now. Oh yeah, this road's feeling really tiny for this bike right now. All the way down to first gear for this one.